offer some advice on the best way to get started in your career search?
Sure, Kelly. I think the most important step is to reflect on your career and your personal goals. Really think about the type of work you desire, how you want your career to progress, and the skills and experiences you need to achieve your career goals. You should also think about your personal vision of work and life balance, and make sure your ideal job fits within that vision. Once you have a sense of the field you are interested in, really think about the specific type of role you want. For example, things like, I want to go into human resources is a bit vague. Do you want to go into recruiting, staffing, or benefits? I often see candidates applying to several different types of positions at Accenture. That's completely understandable because it's hard to know exactly where you fit within a company, but I would suggest narrowing it down to the ones that sound the most interesting, rather than casting such a wide net. Informational interviews are a great way to get an idea of the type of role you'd like to focus your effort on. Meet with people who are actually working in some of your ideal fields. You can ask them questions about their typical day at work and find out which companies are great to work for. The most important thing to remember is follow your passion and find a career that excites you. The most successful people are those that are passionate about what they do.
I think it's really also important for people to leverage their networks during this time. You know, talk to their mentors or friends who have made similar career transitions. They can really provide some valuable perspective on how they made their career goals a reality. A great resource people kind of overlook sometimes is their current employer. I mean, talk with your manager about your goals and interests. Your manager may be able to let you work on a project in that area or support a different department for a few hours a week. Another idea is to interview some of your colleagues for information on that job. They even may let you job shadow them for a few hours to let you see what the job is really like.
Yes, I agree. That is a great way to really understand the type of skills you may need to enter this career path. Understanding what type of training or education you may need for the career is a huge part of that upfront research you need to do in a career search. For example, you may need to complete a certification, complete a technical skills course, or complete your master's before you can even be considered for a role. So make sure you understand the qualifications that come along with your target jobs. One last point I'd like to bring up is related to planning, is that it's really important for people to understand what a transition will mean for their career and lifestyle. Look at how your job is defined today in terms of your career level, your compensation, responsibilities, and understand what it will look like in your new field. Many people who look to make a complete transition may need to be comfortable starting off in a more entry-level role.
Exactly. I mean, even for myself, I started my career as a mainframe programmer and decided that wasn't the field for me. I like talking way too much. And so I was able to really leverage my technical knowledge in a technical recruiting role. So it was much easier to make that career transition within my company versus starting with a new company. And because I had already built, trust and reputation, so that really helped. So once someone has really carefully weighed their options and figured out their career path, what would you say are the next steps?
Once you choose your target, make sure to tailor your resume accordingly. Even if you don't have experience related to your new field, you've probably acquired some transferable skills in your previous work experience. For example, if you're trying to make the leap from marketing to finance, there's a strong chance you've worked with spreadsheets and budgets, a skill required for a future in the financial sector. On the other hand, if you're making the switch from sales to recruiting, you can probably highlight your broad network and contacts and your extroverted personality.